Check it out, we are back, baby. So, I was able to get a hold of Omi-kun. Omi-kun requested the Iron Spider from the comic. So, this is gonna be for him.
Rockets? Why is it always rockets with you guys?
I was in the middle of something, guys, so that's not very nice. Who's doing what now? I see what that is. You can have that back. Can I don't know, like maybe nail him from like a long distance?
Your story ends here, Bug!
We'll just kind of like get rid of these guys, no big deal, right? Hello. Well then, I say no big deal, but we all know that like I'm really good at like finding ways to like mess things up. Okay, we'll get rid of this guy. And Mr. Rocket Man. Oh wait, this is Machine Gun Man. Alright, cool. Good enough. Alright, where's Rocket Man? Rocket Man! There we go.
You know, dodging rockets is a lot more fun than getting hit by them.
Oh yeah. So we got a call from Yuri. I think I had in the last episode. We're gonna check this out.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yuri, what did you do?
Hopefully this wasn't Yuri. Maybe she's onto something.
That's the Magia Enforcer.
Oh.
Dead. And the case files from all his victims. This guy killed all these people. But does that mean he deserved to die?
In my opinion, yes.
Yuri.
I know what you're gonna say, but just hear me out. The system works most of the time, but there are times when it doesn't. And to me, that's unacceptable. Some people put their trust in fate, or karma, or whatever. But I can only trust me.
You can't kill people, Yuri.
Apparently I can. And you know what? It felt good.
You need to turn yourself in.
For what? I just dispensed justice. True justice. And I restored a little bit of balance to the world.
You're my friend, Yuri. I don't want to come after you.
You do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
Yuri! What am I gonna do? This all makes sense now. What Yuri did to Hammerhead. She's been struggling with this for a while. She's always held in her emotions. That must take a toll on her. But she's also the most tenacious and stubborn person I know. This was a bad guy for sure, but killing him? That's too much.
I don't know about that. I kind of agree with her. Like, you got baddies, take them out. Like, all they gotta do is just bide their time. We don't know for sure if they've actually changed. That's just me. Like, I don't know. That's just... This isn't the channel for that. Like, I've got my opinions and that's what they are. They're just opinions. Okay, so, we are left with, I think, the last and final mission. So, I'll probably end up cutting, just so that way we can speed things along. So, we'll see what ends up happening. And here we are to save the day. It's Spider-Man for PlayStation 4 playing on PlayStation 5. I didn't get to say that before, I think. Like, I think I pretty much got distracted.
All units, Magia operatives are assaulting a shipment of Sable gear. Officers needed in Hudsontown.
Now we're gonna meet up with Yuri. No, not Yuri, my bad. Silver.
Let's get to work.
It is really cool that they keep the continuity of the suit.
So where's this base you talked about? Whoa. Your toys are so much cooler than mine. I love this invisible floating fortress thing. But now that all of New York City has seen it, Hammerhead will probably be here soon.
I am counting on it. So let us work quickly.
Oh, there's multiple jets.
I have acquired a Class 5 laser array. We need to calibrate it to prevent it from overheating.
Lucky for us, I'm working on my master's in calibration. Let's do this.
Wait, I gotta do
Okay,
it?
what's first?
Pull the housing array into place.
On it. Yeah. Whoa,
Mhm.
nice laser.
Whoa. Look at that.
Housing locked.
Done and done.
We are not done.
Oh,
We must reset the targeting field aerials.
sure thing.
How do we do that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exit the hangar and navigate to the top of the nearby transmitters.
Alrighty.
do
So,
that.
we should talk about the strategy with Hammerhead, don't you think?
What is there to talk about? We find him. Then focus the laser on the plate in his head. The laser will heat the carbon steel to critical temperature, which will rearrange its molecular structure.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious. I get that part, but how do you know it won't, melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep, he risks getting shot by the shepherd.
Okay, well, Shepard, just remember my no-killing rule, okay? Done. How's it look?
Systems appear functional. Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet. But I do need you to launch those targets.
Right.
Well, we could do that.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Bombs away! Hit it!
Whoa.
Pull!
Just a few more.
Cool with me, this is fun! Here comes another one! Nice shot! Is this how modern military teach shooting? Oh, can we do one more? Please?
You are a child.
Yeah, well, we're all children on the inside.
Is that it? She kind of sounded like she was done.
Whoa!
Are we...
Come back. We have one more thing to do.
Okay.
On my way.
We must adjust the gyroscopic navigation stabilizer in order to compensate for the weight of the laser.
Of course we do.
Go to that terminal and wait for me to activate the system.
I'm assuming this one? Yes.
System ready.
I'm going in. Okay, that should do it.
Oh.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
Sable? Use a little help here!
The laser is down.
Can you fix it?
I am trying.
Okay, I'll just do the Hammerhead waltz for a bit.
Whoa, okay.
Time to get personal.
Hey, bug! I
Ryan, do
just want
something like
to
that.
thank you for showing me
I
what
don't
I've been
know
doing
if I
wrong
can
for years.
hit him.
If I want to rule this,
Oh
I
god.
gotta
He could definitely hit me.
Oh. Now that I'm involved, it's time for me to be the boss I always should have been. Just as soon as I
Ow,
kill you
more
both.
trouble. Okay, attack and Sable Spike laser.
Can't let him
Oh
hit
god.
me. That's it.
Oh. Alrighty.
Keep trying, keep failing. I'm indestructible.
Sable, what's your status?
Laser is back online.
And come on. Come on. Come on. Oh god.
Now I can get in close.
Start
Think
wailing
you're
away.
hurting me? Ha! Nothing hurts me no more.
Oh. Oh god. Nope. It's not good. It's really not good. Ow, more trucker. I needed to put more distance between us.
You fight good, but not as good as me. You're going down.
Ow.
You.
Yeah, try!
Well, this is not going to be very good.
Love your tech, Sable. Too bad I gotta use it to take you out.
Oh, I didn't see
Gotta be
that.
quicker.
Let's see it done. This.
Trying to get some health back. Oh god.
Look at me! You can't kill me!
Okay. Thank goodness.
Come in your way, bug!
Oh, I did not see that laser. Oh god. Oh my goodness. He is doing some serious damage.
I can handle this clown! Ah! It's so nasty!
Oh,
Got a death wish, huh?
I thought he would be like covered in like sticky web stuffs. Oh, come on. Oh god. Man, I am seriously dancing with death. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, thank goodness. Nope. Let's not do that.
Just a moment longer.
Come on. Okay. Get a little more.
I think not.
And we start wailing.
Not even close! Still no respect. What's it gonna take?
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Oh shit.
Commencing bombing run. Damn, I missed.
Keep them coming. I'll make sure the next one hits.
Oh god.
I dropped the bomb. You throw them at him. The shield is down.
That's all you got?
I had no idea whatever was there. And come on. Okay, so we can keep doing. Oh shit! And oh wow, that's a big hit.
Good tip.
Time to die, hero. Let's see you dodge this!
I did.
Come in your way, bug!
Oh, let's get in there. Come on. Got him.
Look at me! You can't kill me!
I'll take what's behind
I
corner
need
three.
reinforcements! Now!
Get out of there. That was a corner. Didn't want to be there. And oh, hello. Oh, walking point blank range. Ooh.
I am on approach.
Yeah.
The shield is down.
Oh god. Ah. I knew I should have backed off. And we'll keep wailing. Oh god. Damn it. Oh, here we go.
You're gonna regret that!
Nah, but you will.
Okay, cool.
Eat this!
And we'll go ahead and
Too
try.
bad I gotta use it to take you out! You're going down!
Oh god. No kidding. He's some big Maltrapado, and there's really nowhere to lock on, I'm assuming.
Shoot him! I am trying.
Trying to get this as fast as I can.
Laser is down. Wait, I have an idea.
Come on. Do something.
Hold him.
What do you
Get
think I'm
ready
doing?
to jump. Wait, what?
Totally worth it.
That was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Simcaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course. Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
It was kind of nice to see him. And without further ado, that's gonna do it for all of this game and the DLC. Oh, so I'm planning on, of course, getting into Spider-Man Miles Morales for PlayStation 5. Playing it on the PlayStation 5. Ooh. So we'll all be seeing that potentially next week. Who knows? Actually, this one ended at like a very convenient time, to be honest. So, I mean, 2 episodes a week and all that good stuff. So we'll kind of be getting into more of this. And I hope you're enjoying the Super Mario 3D World, like, as Ben and I move on into the game. I mean, of course, we're recording our episodes, like, in advance, so everything's kind of just going at a decent pace. And I definitely gotta say, Ben starts showing his awesomeness, and I'm really glad that he's with me, because I don't know if I'd be able to beat some of these levels, because some of them are just really, really difficult to do. This game, for the most part, I'm kind of surprised that I did so well with the Dr. Octopus portion of the main game, and I think I did decently well against Mr. Negative, or Martin Lee. And I feel like this one, this boss fight was, in my opinion, kind of on par with all that. Like, he wasn't too hard and he wasn't too easy. Definitely wasn't too easy. He had extra guys that were kind of jumping in to help him out, and he had a large attack radius, which I had to try and compensate for. The only thing that I do kind of wish was that there was a lock-on system. That way, when there was something that I couldn't see that the main baddie that I was trying to attack is doing, then the camera wouldn't be an issue. That's really the only thing that I could think of that would maybe make it slightly better for me, at least. I don't know if that's been fixed or updated. To be honest, like, the game itself is all around fantastic and very solid. Like, the combat system is very fluid. The graphics between cutscenes and like the gameplay aspect of it all is absolutely incredible. There's pretty much no difference. I love that fact. So you're not getting like this one, like, you're not getting a cutscene that is incredibly well done versus a cutscene or gameplay that's just kind of like meh. So, because I know, like, for me at least, I know that there are games out there that are very, very fun, and I could at least name one of them that is my absolute favorite. There are some games out there that, I don't know, like, sometimes the transition between the graphics and the gameplay, like, kind of just, I don't know, throws me off or takes me out of it, and I get so distracted by the fact that, like, oh, hey, we're gonna get a cutscene coming up. Okay, cool, we have really pretty graphics, everything's looking amazing, but then at the end of it all, it's like we go back to the gameplay footage, or the gameplay, I should say, and it's just kind of a little lackluster, a little just kind of meh, in my opinion. And I like that. And the game that I was talking about before that I think is really good and I could absolutely overlook it is a game called Dragon Age. Dragon Age Origins, and I know it's a little controversial, but whatever. I like Dragon Age 2, but I did like Dragon Age Origins and Awakening much more. Dragon Age 2, they upgraded, I would say, the fighting system to where it felt like you were actually hitting something, whereas in the first game you were just hacking and slashing, but there was no resistance. I mean, I know you're slamming buttons on a controller, but the character, it looked like they were just slashing at air. And as they're slashing at air, like, you see the hit bar like going down on the enemy, but there was really no staggering. There's no stutter to the hit. Whereas in Dragon Age 2, they hit something and you could see a little bit of the stutter as like the blade is kind of like sinking into something kind of solid. That was the part that really got me, and I really liked that. The story was different. I'll definitely say that. In Awakening and also Origins, it was like, that is amazing. The story is what absolutely 100% got me. I'm very much a story-based player. If there's a game out there that has a really, really good story, I'm all for it. I did like the story in The Division, which is why I wanted to share it. But also, while I was playing it, I did notice that it was a lot of repetitive stuff. So, like, here's a bad guy, okay, go out and shoot them. And here's another bad guy, go out and shoot them. See, Yuri Lowenthal. Oh my goodness, he's such a good guy. Such an amazing voice actor too. So all of these people, I mean, we got Tara Platt, we got Travis Willingham, all these people, absolutely amazing. Mary Jane Watson, Laura Bailey, holy crap. I've actually been getting into Critical Role, Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and Matthew Mercer being the DM, Laura Bailey being, I think it's Vaxalia, a half-elven ranger. Absolutely amazing. I'm not watching Vox Machina because I don't have Amazon Plus, but I mean, at least watching them on YouTube and going through at least campaign 1 right now for me is absolutely amazing. Like, I'm absolutely enthralled. Like, I know they're like 3-hour episodes. Unfortunately, I don't sit down and watch a 3-hour episode, but it's still, I don't know, for me, like I said, it's very much the story. So if I could find something that has like a really good story and something that like really grabs me, then 100% I'm going to be in on it. I do have, I think, 1 or 2. I think I only have 1. I think I have 1 of the Dragon Age books that was put out. and I still have yet had a chance to read it. Mostly because, oh look, Matthew Mercer, we were just talking about him. But absolutely incredible. Like, all these people being able to come together and show off their Taliesin Jaffe. He's in there too. Travis Willingham. Oh my god, like, come on. I can't believe I missed that. Travis Willingham was, I believe, Kingpin. Oh my goodness, like, all these people, voice actors. If there was ever a chance that I could be considered a voice actor, that would be, to me, that'd be almost like a dream come true. I'm already doing things in radio. It's fantastic. I don't have anything really out there. I've thought about doing things on my own, like a podcast and stuff like that, but at least right now, it's really hard to try and find the time and also the energy. A lot of my time goes into doing these videos and also editing them and making sure that people aren't just sitting there watching me fail at fighting a boss for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever, and giving you guys like a nice consolidated fight. I mean, at least in this Hammerhead fight, I think I died like 2, maybe 3 times. I don't remember. Maybe if you count the cuts, like, that's probably how many times I died. It's either that or what'll end up. I don't know. I mean, this is all just kind of like off the cuff and off the top of my head. But also, I don't know if you're watching Boba Fett or Book of Boba Fett, and I just finished that. But those people, like these actors, these voice actors, like these people that are bringing these amazing things of fiction like to life, it almost does my heart so good, just because I'm able to kind of like escape the pressures of what's going on around me, whatever I'm going through. If I'm having a bad day, I just play a game and I'm good. If I feel like I need to shoot something, I could turn on the Division 2. I mean, the Division 2 paired with the Division had a little bit more of a story, whereas the Division 2 is very much kind of like, hey, it's Washington, D.C., we need some more help. And they send one agent, your character, and you can team up with other people. I've teamed up with my friend Skylar right now, and we're kind of going through Washington, taking it back over, and it's tons of fun. There's not much story though, so that one is just going to be me playing it. I'm sure that whoever was not necessarily a fan of it, that's fine. I was having fun with it, and also I thought that it being something that we're kind of currently going through was a little on the nose, but I also didn't want to do anything that like essentially triggered people. So I just wanted to make sure that the game at least was entertaining, the missions were interesting, maybe fun to go through, like I'm shooting bad guys and I'm kind of like doing secret agent type stuff. I know the story wasn't as involved as, let's say, Spider-Man. I know some people were all about maybe both games or whatever, and then they kind of started leaning a little bit more towards Spider-Man, which I did actually see in the numbers, which is why I did kind of speed up the Division a little bit. I really kind of cut that one down to just like story, and that was it. I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I had fun with it, and that's kind of what matters. If you were entertained by it, that's all this is. That's all this is. I don't expect to be that big on this platform, YouTube. I don't plan to stream at all. For the most part, I know for myself, I'm very dry and I can be very monotone. I feel like I'm much more, I don't know, matter of fact, or like very, I don't know, I can of course give my opinion, but of course who can't do that? But I feel like I'm more the voice of reason, I would almost say. or I tend to think things out a little bit more. I try and be funny. I try and do stupid jokes. I try and do little things here and there, but it's also really hard to do when I'm, of course, by myself and I've got no one to kind of quip off of or anything like that. Or, I mean, that's of course why I like playing some of the games with my friends, and I'll bring on either Zero, or I'll bring on Ben or my friend Onpred, and it's just, I don't know, just fun times for me. Also gives me an excuse to play games and kind of showcase them off. I'm very proud of my friends. I'm very happy for them. I want them to do better. And I know Zero's been streaming on Twitch, and he's doing that whole thing, and he's got an incredible community. And eventually, like, things will start picking up. But for right now, he's on a little bit of a hiatus. He just needs, like, personal time. It's I mean, this whole thing does kind of get to everybody. Like, if you record a lot, or if all your life is just provide, then what are you doing for yourself? You're not taking care of yourself. You're giving. And if you've only got so much in the tank to give, then what do you have for yourself? So I feel like when social media influencers or anybody that's doing videos or anything like that, like, if you need to take a break, please, by all means, take a break. Like, get yourself situated, get yourself right, go do something that's going to make yourself happy. You deserve to be happy just as much as the people that you're providing content for deserve to be happy. So that's one of the things that I try and share to anybody and everybody that does listen to me, or does, I don't know, want to share their opinions with me. Of course, one of the bad habits that I do have is people will tell me something, and my first thought is to, how can I fix this? How can I help them? How can I try and share with them that they are great, and they can take care of themselves, and that's okay. It's so hard to get out of that mindset, because, and I mean, it's not that I don't want to be in that mindset. It's basically just the fact that sometimes everyone just needs someone to listen, and that's it. They don't want opinions, they don't want advice, they know what they have to do, but they just want to get it off their chest, and they want to relax, and they just want to, like, share a little bit. But then if you share with that person, let's say myself, if you share with that person and all it is that you want to do is just get things off your chest, you want to get things off your mind, or like you just need to vent, that's it. And then you talk to someone like me, like, my mind's automatically like going, how can I help? How can I fix this? I want to make it better for them. And I'm looking for a solution, but I don't realize that the solution is just sitting there and listening and being there for them. That's it. It's not anything else. You just sit there, listen, and be supportive. Like, that's really all some people need. And that was something that I've been trying to work on. It's something that I have to remind myself whenever I'm talking to someone. Hopefully I've done better at it. To those of you that have reached out or have wanted to chat with me a little bit, it didn't dawn on me until I started having Ben on. But I've never shared my social media. If anyone needs to or wants to find me, I'm of course at Grayson Live for both Instagram and Twitter. I'm sure you'll wander around and find my other social medias, but I'm mostly active on Instagram and also Twitter. For that, I don't know, like, for Twitter it's hard for me to post because I don't find myself very interesting. I don't find myself very entertaining. So, I mean, I find things on Instagram, I share it, I find things on TikTok, and I feel like that one's probably under the same thing too. It's got to be like Grayson Live or something like that. I don't know, Grayson 89 or something like that. I don't remember, but I'm there too. But I don't do anything very self-conscientious about my own looks. I know I have friends that are very supportive, and I thank them for that. I very much appreciate the fact that everyone out there basically says that you look good or whatever it is. It's just, I'm still in that headspace that it's hard to accept compliments. I feel like I've gotten better because I know instead of trying to brush it off, or instead of trying to I don't know, talk it down or something like that, it's very much just say thank you. That's all that needs to be said. You don't need to say like, oh no, I'm not that pretty, or I'm not that or whatever it is. You don't need to say that. Just simply say thank you. And that's what I've been trying to do. Whether I take it in honestly and I accept it, I'm still working on that part. I mean, I try and provide wholesome and life-affirming, I would say, maybe, content. Also, of course, like funny things here and there. If I find something on Instagram, I'll like post it on my story or whatever. But other than that, I mean, it's just a lot of me trying to work on a little bit of myself, and of course, like I wanna, like we're all going through this, year 2 of this pandemic. We started in 2020, so now we're kind of in year 3 now. So, my goodness, like that's absolutely incredible though. Like going from, I think we started like in 2020, and I want to say maybe March, was it? Or something like that, of the lockdown. And I was incredibly lucky to where Zero actually bought me my capture card, and because him and we talk, and I shared with him that I wanted to try and get into YouTube a little bit. I originally went into this with aspirations of like, oh yeah, I'll be funny and I'll be entertaining and I'll do this and I'll just do all the funny stuff, but it's really hard to do. Especially when I feel like I'm not innately funny or entertaining. But at the same time I figured, okay, well, you know what, maybe I enjoy going on to YouTube and finding Let's Plays or whatever it is, and just at least hearing what someone's thought process is on a certain game or what their plan is. And I figured, you know what, maybe I can try and do something like that. So I knew, of course, getting into a Legend of Zelda game was probably my first problem. I didn't do a lot of research. Basically, it was probably a game that I was playing just because it was Legend of Zelda, and I thought that everyone would be all about it. To an extent, I mean, I did find some people that were very entertained by it, and I thank you so much. I believe Metro was probably one of the first people that would like consistently watch it, and thank you so much, Metro, for watching all my shit. And then of course I started getting into Assassin's Creed, and I think that's where Miranda jumped in, and then I think OnPred would jump in and out and just kind of like watch every couple episodes, because yeah, to an extent, like it's it can be much. That game was very, very long. What was it, like 140 some odd episodes, I think it was. And one episode, oh my goodness, like one whole episode, raw recording, I kid you not, was probably about 2 hours. Holy crap, like, are you kidding me? I was not super excited when I had to keep fighting the builder over and over and over and over. I was probably like under leveled, and that was probably it. After that, I tried my best to make sure that I was not under leveled any other time after that. Matter of fact, I feel like in that game I ended up becoming over leveled for some of them, and that's fine by me. Like I don't mind if I go in there with an OP character and just like wreck house. I know it takes away some of the challenge, but that's also another reason why I like this game. Like, even though I was at level 50, it almost feels like the levels are more of gates, and when you reach level 10 or whatever it is, it gives you the option to craft more gadgets, or learn new skills, or of course like do new things that are going to make your character and your playstyle that much more enriched. And of course, like, the combat power gets boosted a little bit, but I don't think that it really, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it really 100% affects very much of it. Like, I feel like this game is a very good balance between both skill and, I guess, level based. I feel like it leans more on skill, and to be honest, like, I like those games a lot more, because then it actually shows whether you can play these games, or whether you have a grasp on the different things that the character can do. If you can't, all you really have to do is just practice. That's kind of all it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, that was one of the reasons why I like this game, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm excited to get into Miles Morales. Speaking of, Miles Morales is probably going to be much shorter than this. Later tonight, while I'm editing, I'll try and start working on, of course, the thumbnail. Trying to work on making sure that I don't just simply grab already finished images and then just slap on a few things, like I did for the Super Mario 3D World. That one actually took 9, or I don't know, I think it was like at least 9 different images, and I had to tweak everything in there just a little bit, just so that way I made it my own. And to be honest, like, that thumbnail itself is probably my favorite one that I've created. So I'm going to try and do the same exact thing for Miles Morales. We're going to get into that one. I'm going to probably, somewhere along the line, I would like to try and reach out to the artist that did my OC and see if I can get new, new poses or something like that. Just me getting frustrated, or me getting, I don't even know. If there's suggestions and you want to share them, by all means. Maybe I'll take them, maybe I won't. I don't want to say that I will, because maybe by the time this thing comes up, I've already got ideas. But yeah, it's just I've got other things in the works, but also I'm, again, going back to that other thing, like trying to take care of myself and making sure that everything's, of course, good. Like, this is something that I want to keep doing. This is something that is still fun and entertaining for me, and there's still enough of a payoff to me that makes it so that everything's still good. I mean, that's really all it is. Because, I mean, like I said, we've been in this pandemic for 3 years, and so 2020. Well, that wasn't necessarily all of 2020, but I mean, we can like start at, let's say, 2020 March, and then go into 2021 of March. So there's 1 year. Got what was it? So 2020, 2021, and we're working on finishing the second year, I think, of this pandemic. So once we finish the second year, we're going to be starting on the third year. But I mean, if you want to start at like 2020, then that's fine. This is why I didn't go into any sort of math. If you want to show me up and be like, hey, you did your math wrong, we've been in this pandemic for 10 years, I'll just be like, okay, cool, you're right. I'm not going to fight. I don't care enough to. Yeah, I don't do online fighting. Like, that's just stupid to me. It's pointless. It's stupid. Nothing in this world is worth fighting online over. You want to have a debate in real life? By all means, hit me. but I'm not going to go online, Facebook, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're wrong because of this, this, and this, and whatever. Like, that's fine. I don't care. You can be right. You can feel good about yourself. Just know that I don't agree with you. That's a different tangent. I don't even know why I went in there. Felt like I had to prove something or I had to show something off. I don't know. Just, my male side, testosterone and shit like that. Also, I will admit, I had at least like a beer. So, I don't know if that's like what is possibly kicking in. Also, like I said before, I really enjoy going through these credits and seeing all these people that put in all this work. I'm mostly talking so that way there's audio of myself. If you really don't want to listen to me whenever we have credits or anything like that, and you just simply want to read the credits and you want to enjoy it, or maybe you just want to skip it, by all means, do what you want to do. That's the options. That's the joys of having all this. I only do this just to provide any form of entertainment, escape. You want to check out a game before you buy it, and maybe I've played it, just mute me or whatever it is. Like, I try and show off the cutscenes so that way you can see what the game is about, what the story's about. Because for me, like, I very much enjoy the stories. And if I can share that with anybody, then by all means, like, check it out. Like, when are we walking down the street and we see Kelly Yu or Greg Penn or Alex Ross, and like, we're just kind of like, oh my goodness, like, you guys did such an amazing game. Unfortunately, no, like, these people don't get the credit that they deserve. They put in so much time and so much effort into this game, and yes, maybe their part was, I don't know, whether it was major or minor, doesn't matter. Their name is on here. They put time and effort into this, and in my opinion, they deserve that credit. So that's why I'm essentially, I bumped my mic. That's why I'm essentially going through all this. And it's not because I feel like I have to, but it's because I want to. Even the people that were, was it the voice actors for Japan? Like, we saw all of them earlier. And they of course deserve their credit too. And doesn't matter where anyone was or where they're from. Like, if they worked on this thing, they threw in some work, they deserve that credit. And I do kind of wish that sometimes, oh, look at that. So Division 2 was updated, thank goodness, because I tried playing that a little while ago and it was saying like, oh, the servers are down for maintenance, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, I just wanted to shoot some stuff, come on. So yeah, it's one of my guilty pleasures. Just running around being a gunslinger in a way. But I keep going back to this topic and I just never finish it. The joys of talking to me or me talking to myself. I don't know. I talk to myself a lot, and to be honest, it's not bad. Like, I feel like I have all the answers and I could tell myself anything. I'm never judged, mostly. And so we've been going through this whole pandemic for however long. Okay, I'll just say that, however long. If you want to say I'm right, it's 2 years, or I'm wrong, it's 3 years, or it's been 10 years. I don't fucking know. I know it's not 10 years, but whatever. That's how I got into that whole topic of the whole, like, not wanting to fight online. So anyway, yeah, like, I only do this for a form of entertainment, a form of escape. I just want to make sure that there's something out there. Also, this is a way for me to keep practicing being on air, because these moments in time where I simply just talk and talk and talk and just keep going, whether it's a cohesive thought or whether it's just a rambling or however you view it. I mean, I could take times like this to simply review a show or a game. I tried to review this game a little bit. I don't know if there was anything that I needed to go into or if I specifically missed. Like, I mean, we talked about the graphics, we talked about the gameplay, we talked about the cutscenes, we talked about the transitions between the two. I mean, all around, the story itself is the biggest reason why I wanted to share this, and I wanted to show it off. Like, I can show you probably like after this, or you could just believe me, it doesn't matter. I've already played this game. I like this game so much that I actually 100% completed it, and that was the story mode and all the DLCs. Like, I even swung around for an extra, I don't know, half an hour total, just trying to get one extra Magia mission done. And they're kind of like random encounters, so you can be swinging through an area of Manhattan, and all of a sudden you are hit with a radio call that basically just says, I don't know, like, bad guys are doing this at whatever corner of whatever, and it pops up on your map. And I try and go there, and you can solve it, and I think I already showed that. But the whole thing, the whole game itself was so much fun. The combat system, regardless of how bad I am at it, doesn't matter. Like, it was still fun to do. I got lost in the game quite a few times, which is, I know a problem that sometimes I have whenever I'm recording. Like, I'll say, okay, it's all about the story. It's all about the story. Oh, what about this star over here? I could probably go collect this star. Or I'll just say, like, I'm only going to do, like, this certain mission or whatever, and I get distracted because, like, the gameplay itself is just so much fun. And if there's ever a time that I'm able to show off or share Dragon Age, I don't know if anybody's going to be down for that. Dragon Age is one of those games to where you actually get to make the decision, and your decisions kind of matter. You could end up being a good guy, you could end up being a bad guy, and you, of course, it's a little bit like, I guess, D&D to an extent, to where you get the option to pick and choose certain things. Of course, in D&D, like, it's very much, what was it, tabletop RPG? I think I'm saying it correctly. I'm still learning it. So hopefully those of you that are much more aware of it than myself will forgive me. But like I said, I'm still kind of like getting involved with it. Or I haven't done any campaigns. I haven't done anything like that. Still learning very much. Matter of fact, I'm actually listening to a podcast called League of Ultimate Questing, I think. LUQ. I listen on Stitcher, so if I can do anything like that, I listen to those things, and it's very entertaining for myself. I try to educate myself on whatever it is that I'm interested in, so that way when it comes back around, I can, of course, go ahead and share it with whoever it is during whatever time it is. So we're doing this, and I can talk about how I've been watching Critical Role, or I've been listening to the LUQ podcast. I very much listen to a lot of podcasts. I used to listen to Pandora a lot for music, but I don't know, that was like something that happened, and I needed to step away from music a little bit. So, and it's just, it was something that I needed to do, and I found podcasting. So, in memory of Steve Ditko. Ooh. Oh, that's right, I forgot all about this.
Ready?
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
Ah, that's too cool. And I mean, with all that, that's pretty much the end of this game. Look at that. Great job, hero.
Okay, Hammerhead's finished. But his men are still out there. A spider's work is never done.
New suit available. Hey, hey, hey. So, like I said, this suit was done, or I wore this suit in request of Omi-kun. So, Omi, hopefully you're happy. Hopefully you're enjoying this. I wasn't sure if Omi wanted me to wear this one or the movie Iron Spider suit, because I showed that one off in one of the previous videos. I think it was actually the last video, or maybe another video before that. I don't remember. So other than that, you know what? I think we're pretty much done. We're out of here. So yeah, if you were thinking about picking up this game, I hope you do. But I've rambled on long enough, and we're good.
Today is a fine day in New York City. At long last, Hammerhead has been taken down for good, cyborg parts and all. I will even give Spider-Man and Silver Sable an ounce of credit. They did, after all, land the final blow. However, while the mainstream media trips over itself to heap lavish praise on these vigilantes, allow me to give you a dose of facts. Hammerhead would have never gotten this far had it not been for Silver Sable leaving behind all her gear in the city. And don't get me started on Spider-Man stoking the fires of a gang war and forcing a decorated police captain into administrative leave. So sure, they cleaned up the mess, but they were also the ones that made it.
And Jonas's job is never done, of course. I don't know. He's a fun guy to listen to. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and move on. I hope you do, of course. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.